Hiver, 1872, Avenue des Ursulines, New Orleans, Louisiana. I first glimpse my next victim as she passes beneath the flame of a gas lamp. Her eyes flash in a most curious way, as though she is on edge or held in suspense, perhaps in the midst of doing something illicit. The sight catches my attention, even through the horde of bustling bodies, a handful of them brimming with otherworldly energy. Her unease looks strangely beguiling, for it is the opposite of performative. She is heedless of everything around her, save the task at hand. It is a difficult undertaking for a hapless mortal to move about a crowd so blissfully unaware, so enviably unaffected. Crowds fascinate me. They provide demons such as myself with unique opportunities, occasions to be seen and unseen in the same breath. Far are we not always, human and creature alike, performing to some degree. I digress. The moment I enjoy most is when I first begin scanning the masses. When I first lay eyes on my target and they know not that they are being watched. They act without thought, smile without agenda, laugh as though not a soul is listening. I know what this must sound like. It sounds disconcerting. I am aware, but I am by nature disconcerting. There are moments in which I can be delightful too. I speak many languages. I have traveled the world twice over. I can sing the entirety of Verdi's Aida without the need of sheet music. Do I not deserve a modicum of consideration for these and many other achievements? I would like to think so, though I know it to be impossible. Demons should not be granted the indulgence of men. So saith man, at least. But I'll share a secret. In my years, I have discovered it is impossible to be both disconcerting and delightful all at once. Wine can be delicious, though it muddles the mind. A mother may love and hate her children in the span of the same afternoon, and a predator could abhor itself even as it relishes its evening meal. I understand my behavior might be construed as odd, unseemly, but I am a thing of oddity, a creature born apart from this world. Don't fret on my account. I have never been one of those immortals who enjoy toying with their food, nor do I particularly like stalking my prey. I am not looking for their weaknesses, rather, I am understanding their humanity. There is something wrong with treating a living being as though it exists purely for my own sport. Every action I undertake has a purpose. It is the characteristic that distinguishes me from many beings of the other world. My convictions. I feel keenly the loss of any life taken. The kill last week along the pier did not thrill me in any way. It was necessarily gruesome in a manner I typically eschew, especially for such an indiscriminate death. I brought about the girl's end simply to see what was possible, to see what kind of attention it would draw. Alas, it did not have the effect I hoped, for my enemy remains above the authorities' notice. It appears a more lasting impression must be left with my next victim, a more direct assault upon my enemy's doorstep. Each death to come will be felt all the more keenly. That is of primary importance. For though I may disdain wanton bloodshed, I am not impervious to the draw of the hunt. A friend from childhood used to say she knew when an animal had perished in agony. She could taste it, and it ruined the meal for her. I find I am inclined to agree. There is also a certain allure to knowing what will happen next, before anyone else does. Perhaps it is a result of my unconventional upbringing, or maybe it is simply human nature. And I was human once. A part of me still longs to be. Maybe that is what draws me to the liveliness of the French Quarter. I avoided hunting in it for many years, because its corners contained memories not soon forgotten, images of pain and loss and heartbreak. But I've returned to my old haunt after too long a time, for I have an ancient score to settle, a final performance to give. Sacro fremito di gloria, tutta l'anima m'investe. A sacred thrill of glory runs through my heart. Perhaps I am still human after all.